Hi, I thought I'd try something different and ask for some help from the Parkinson's community. Um, I made a couple videos that I would like people with Parkinson's to watch and cervical dystonia, and I would like to know if anybody has a case like mine or symptoms like mine, because I've been on a crazy ride, and everyone knows that it's a disease that affects 10 million different people 10 million different ways. My story is I couldn't click a mouse fast enough with my right hand, and I went to the doctor, and they did some X-rays and saw I had a degenerative disc at C4 C5 that was pinching down on my spinal fluid, and said, you know, you're the candidate for this new surgery that, long story short, I have an artificial disc in my neck at C4 C5 that's made out of cobalt. Also, if you have Parkinson's, you know that they attribute it to heavy metals and toxins. I was stationed at a base that was a Superfund, closed for toxicity, and also now I have a cobalt piece of metal sitting on my spinal cord with all my nerve endings. And when they put it in, I had my very first tremor. And so I just really, they're trying to talk me into DBS, and I don't know if I'm quite ready for it yet. And I would like you to, I'd just like to know what the Parkinson's community thinks, because you have to be your own self-advocate. I do a lot of holistic stuff, and at some points I thought that I reversed the disease or I didn't have it. And the other thing is the medication, the side effects are sometimes worse than what they're trying to accomplish. And so I don't know if I'm on the wrong medications or what, but there's no patterning my medication. I go on and off, and you'll see what I have to do throughout the day to survive. And so please watch my videos, the next couple, and as I describe my symptoms, let me know if you have something like this, or if there's a specialist that you know of that I could talk to, because I don't think that I've had the best medical care. So you got to be your own self-advocate. Thank you in advance, and fight Parkinson's. I couldn't do the things I loved. I was losing my balance. My arm was going numb. I was really scared.
Dan's fourth cervical disc was pressing on his spinal cord. He was in pain and a perfect candidate for a minimally invasive artificial disc replacement.
In 24 hours, I was pain-free. It was remarkable.
With the help of the dedicated team at the Spine Center, people get relief from pain and return to the activities they love. Life is living pain-free. Valley Medical Center in Renton. Remarkable things happen here.
And there's something about having my right arm above my head, or I rested on the hot tub. That will quit shaking. So the shoulder is pronounced forward. It's locked up because all the muscles in my neck are contracted and pulled it out of whack. So I'll take it and I'll try and get it behind my head. The chiropractor says that's Bracody's side. So I get relief when my shoulder is a little higher. So what I'll do is I'll sit in here and I'll get my hand back and try and stretch out
and get long and let the jets work on that nerve or that muscle behind my shoulder blade that runs up to my neck. And if I get in here and massage this portion right behind my ears, it's extremely rigid. It's stiff as a board. So I'll sit there and I'll push on the muscle and just massage it down to try and get my head to loosen up or my neck to loosen up. So it's funny because when my neck loosens up, my shoulder pops back into joint, and I can physically feel it click. It goes, and it's right up here. So if somebody's watching this, and you think that's part of cervical dystonia, and you can massage it out, let me know. I'd really like to know. And I'm going to massage my neck for a little bit. My breathing is labored. My head is pronounced forward. I need to draw it back and keep my shoulders back. Okay, it's starting to loosen up. And turn the jets on. There you go. That's the difference. My neck's not totally loose, but you can tell my speech pattern has changed. I can draw my head back. I can move my neck a little more freely. These are released. That was binding me up so terribly that what I think is it restricts oxygen to my brain or something, and I get that to release and I'm a different person. And the only way that I can keep this loose is by exercise, and it will come back. But right now, there's my tremor hand. It's still not great coordination, but much improved. It's not shaking. I need to work on my neck a little bit more because my shoulder's still out of place. But this is my Parkinson's. You can see my face mask. My speech is slurred, and I have a tremor. My neck is locked up again. So I'll lay on the floor, roll around, trying to get it released. So I'll put that in the corner of the couch. I'll try and get my shoulder on it, right behind my shoulder blade. The same muscle that I let the hot tub work on. The other thing, the chiropractor says, besides Burkode sign, he thinks
my brachial plexus has been damaged. But this comes and goes throughout the day, and this is how I manage it. I have to keep my neck loose, and if I sit around or try and type, sit at a desk, read, just have my head forward, looking at my cell phone. This is what happens. And until these muscles release in my neck, this is the state I'm in. So this is the part between the exercise, what the people don't see outside, because I don't even want to go outside right now because I can't function. Walking to the mailbox would be a chore. But that's why we call it an invisible illness. Because unless you're sitting here with me or spend the day with me, the doctors may not see this portion. It takes me a month and a half to get to see the neurologist. And they see me and they say the medication's working. This is the part they don't see. And I try and show them a video, and they say it's against HIPAA. I'll put a heat pad on it, put arnica on it, anything to get these muscles to release. And so I've actually had Botox at one point, and I didn't like it. But this was like several years ago, and maybe I'm to the point where I need Botox again, because there we go. There we go. I can hear my neck crackling, which is a good sign. My speech clears up. And I'm back to doing what I do. So here's probably where I'd use the orange whip. And I'll exercise. And I'll feel better and better and better, and I'm able to do things with my son, my sons, my daughter, go to the grocery store, make dinner, do some laundry, but anything that requires my head to be forward and non-movement, I'll freeze up. So, yeah, this is my Parkinson's.